This is some truly heartbreaking news. Imagine an entire model railway exhibition was completely smashed to bits. And this actually happened in the UK 48 hours ago at the Stanford Welland Academy. So what happened was, four youth actually broke into the Stanford Welland Academy middle of the night, about 3+ in the morning, and it pretty much tore up the entire exhibition. What was the reason? I don't think anybody knows. I think it's just pure vandalism here. And if you look at the pictures of the modelers, the collectors, and also the scene of the damage that's caused by the four youth, it's truly devastating. So luckily, when the entire thing took place, I think the alarm tripped, or someone should call the police, and the Cambridgeshire police team actually brought in a dog as well to help track where the four youth were actually hiding in the school. And luckily they managed to track and actually apprehend the four youth. So word out is, this actually happened, something similar actually happened in the UK a few months back. And if you really look at it, the same news that happened a couple of months back, where 100 over historical train carriages were smashed, and that actually caused over £80,000 worth of damages. So what is happening in the UK, man? I mean, is there like a spike in vandalism? Are youth under control? They're bored or something? I'm not really sure, but I don't want to talk about that, right? So that is actually the bad news. And when you look at the amount of damage, you probably think, hey, it's quite easy to rebuild, what's the big deal? Talk to some of your friends who are actually into model railway hobby. So from there you actually know it's, I think, a bit more complicated than Gunpla building, because obviously you actually have to build a big dioramas, you have to set up the train tracks, you have to really think through how do you place all the electronics, the scenery as well. So the amount of time that actually goes into building all the buildings, the train tracks, the terrain, painting them as well, the trees, is actually quite an expensive and also time-consuming hobby, just like Gunpla as well. And the good news is, well, someone's actually set up a crowdfunding page to collect £75,000, for all the people who were affected by the incident. And so far, it's already reached 75% now. So if you want to donate and you want to help out, I will put a link in the description down below. But the real question is £75,000 enough? Because if you really look at the amount of work that actually goes into the dioramas, the set, the entire collection, some of those kits are probably, priceless. I don't know, because I'm not into model railway hobby so far, but some of those kits are probably, not in production anymore. So even with the money, you can't actually buy the same trains again, probably, right? And the amount of time that actually goes into building the diorama, electronics, painting, supplies, and more importantly, time. How do you actually justify or even put a number to the amount of damage that's been caused in this incident? So my question back to you guys is, hey, if your entire collection was completely smashed to bits, as we've seen here, how much do you think it's worth? Of course, you remember a couple of months back we did a video about the Gunpla modeler who had his entire collection, smashed to bits. He actually just took a market price and said, yeah, this is how much my kits cost, and it's 4 million yen. But over here, it's a lot different, right? The amount of time that usually goes into building, painting, building the diorama. So it's really brutal for me to see and to deliver this news to you guys. I know it's not Gunpla, but I'm just glad that a lot of the not only fellow UK modelers, but also just a lot of normal everyday citizens in the UK who have seen the exhibitions before and just think, hey, I should really get behind this, because our kids really love seeing this model railway exhibition before someplace else, and I think we just contribute. So that's the news for today. It's truly heartbreaking. Not sure that it's gonna be a trend in the UK where youth are going crazy and vandalizing everything. It's just this time around it happened to a model railway exhibition. So hopefully this will not happen again in any other parts of the world, and especially not to Gunpla exhibition, hopefully. So let us know what you think of this news. Do you think that this is big news, or do you think that it's just something that's not worthy to even share? So let us know what you think in the comments down below. And if you love what we're putting out on our channel, hey, give us a like or subscribe to our channel. And as usual, thank you guys for watching.